who still remain with pain. This approach aims at trying to rebuild those families and communities, and in the process, build a more caring nation. In the process, we will seek to establish the truth, Mheshimiwa Mbue, and see whether we can bring some healing and some form of closure. And then, where necessary, bring in forgiveness and reconciliation. We also aim through this commission to put to an end this impunity that we have witnessed in this country by embracing the principle of never again. Never again. By also putting memorializing, and through remembrance. We also aim to create mechanisms to support healing. And through our partners, seek to do compensation and restoration for victims, survivors, and communities. Ladies and gentlemen, I was merely to introduce, because we will be doing a lot more, but for the avoidance of doubt, if it is not on the screen, Ben, is it on the screen? I wish to announce, since we intend to hit the road running, that we've set up a website for ease of engagement with the public, whether anonymously, the oath of office, because we intend to hit the stage running. So that was merely to give you the approach that we intend to use. There will be, you'll be given staff relating to how we intend to address the culture of impunity, how we intend to carry out investigations, and preserve evidence. There will be measures which will be interim, and I wish to assure Kenyans that whatever they give us is so secure. We should not worry about certain mischievous activities that we have seen in recent times from government trying to interfere with things that are done in all spheres of governance. But we will not be limited to merely human rights violations. We intend to also deal with issues that relate to state capture, as well as institutional corruption. And I just want to give some small example here as I sit, that in the 8th Parliament, some effort was made, led by the Honorable Musikari Kombo, course, when, as you all know, KANU was whitewashed, that report, which had what we used to call the list of shame, when KANU was whitewashed by NAP in the elections of 2002, the efforts led by the Honorable Muskari Kombo gave rise to two very key pieces of legislation that are still in force today in Kenya, but very, very sparingly used. One, of course, we know because we have the EACC, they always pretend to be doing this or the other. But there's a key governance legislation that came out of that effort. The Public Officer Ethics Act, number 3 of 2003, alongside the Economic Crimes, Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act, the SECA. We intend to give effect to these laws because we believe if everybody inculcated what is and practiced what is in the Public Officer Ethics Act, we would see very little institutional failure brought about by endemic corruption in this country. With those remarks, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite the moderator to call the next commissioner. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Another round of applause for the chairperson. Thank you very much. Now, this function for today has been put together by a very young man called Ben. So if anybody ever imagined that the millennials, the Gen Zs and the Alphas are not ready to take over the reins of this country, you are in dreamland.